Hey Sagittarius, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your 4th week of July reading and I'm using the Linestrider Tarot to discuss your weekly energy of Between Worlds and the King of Swords. So this is talking about a transitional phase that you can't force. You have to surrender to not knowing everything so that you can bloop through without getting caught up forever. At the end, I'm doing a pick a card using the Butterfly Oracle. This is an oracle about change. So go ahead and set your intention for whether you feel like card 1, 2, or 3 will have a message for you. This is a reading for the collective. So if you would like a private reading, personally dedicated to what's going on with you, my Etsy page is linked below, and it's kind of cool the way it's really customizable. I just have all my decks listed. The tarot decks is for 3 cards, and then the oracle decks it's for 1, and you can choose as many of 3 or of 1. You know, you can create the reading that you want using the decks that you want and have as few or as many cards as you want. So it's kind of fun. Anyway, card you have this week: the Page of Wands, the Devil, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So if you look at this little flamingo, I can see in these cards what this gray part is. It's these 2 reverse cards. It's the part that you're leaving behind. Feeling like you're losing the time management battle, overwhelmed, feeling like there are things you need to address but don't have time. Like the life that you want is perpetually on the other side of getting through this week. Only every week, forever. It's like, when does this infinite string of precarious time periods clear away for you to enjoy peace and love? It's like, I just need to get through this week and everything will be better. And then it's like you are saying that week after week after week, I just have to get through this week, I just have to get through this week. And it's like starting to feel like Groundhog Day a little bit. And the answer is forever, really, infinitely, as long as you are chained to this devil energy. The flamingo being in limbo, this will continue as long as whatever your self-sabotaging habit, whatever that may be in your case, continues. And so this isn't a directive that you must do anything. You don't have to do anything. You have your free will. But to get to the other side, to get out from one phase and fully into another and not be kind of stuck in this perpetual feeling like that the haul just gets longer and longer and longer in front of you. In order to break through that, that is going to be talking, you're going to have to unchain yourself from whatever this is. And what that are talking about, whatever it is that's keeping you constrained, it's literally any word that you can put a holism afterwards. So workaholic, or a holism or a holic after. So like workaholic, dramaholic, approvalholic, perfection attainmentaholic. What is it that owns you? So to slip free from its grip, you have to become this Page of Wands. This is the energy that taking it on will help. It's being open to change, thirsty for something completely different, drastically different. It's like a brand new restart, reinvent, a rebrand, a rebirth. Curiosity for how this bondage came about. Curiosity for how your life would look without it. And a willingness to cross whatever landscape you have to arrive at that next shore. Page of Wands suits up, puts a little pack on his back and says, all right, let's go. Where are we going? Which sounds kind of like the Fool in a way. I feel like the Page of Wands and the Fool have a lot in common. Only the Fool is going to be talking about major life cycles, and the Page of Wands is more about the personality that you need to adopt, or that it would benefit you to adopt at this time. A lens. I like to think of the court cards as lenses that will help you see the path forward by like putting on that mask and putting on that lens and seeing it from how would the Page of Wands, how would a curious youngster view the situation, and and then how does that look different to you? Anyway, let me tune into Sagittarius. Okay, card 1 for Sagittarius. Card 1, sobriety. So this devil, when I say what owns you, and I may have been really gentle by talking about workaholism and people-pleasingism, but this can also be talking about the social media that you consume or that you may be tied to or addicted to. Addictions that can be chemical or that can be things that serve your ego. All the things that are wrapped up in that. Card 2. Obsessions own us. Fear owns us. Card 2. Grief work. So this can be moving on. This 10 of Cups in reverse can be the breaking up of a family, the shattering of hopes and dreams. It can be, many of the things that this can be talking about can be causes and sources of grief. But this isn't what's happening this week. This is past. This card is referring to this gray area. And so this is past, and this is you moving on towards this, towards, you know, taking on this energy and moving on into this brighter future. And that does mean you can't sit here, you can't dwell here, you can't live here and pout here and cry here forever. And grief work doesn't mean like letting it go and walking away and just moving on to this, because that's bypassing. That isn't healthy. That's not what they're asking you to do. The word here, the operative word, is work. That means facing it. That means processing. That means dealing with it. Card 3. Relationship dynamics. All right. Okay, Sagittarius, like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you in a week. Thank you.